Hey there, my name is Deanna Parks and I am with the Homestead Project. And we are all about trying to build quality of life for orphans and filmmakers. Over the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be sharing videos with you on Mondays and answering questions. So if you have any questions, please comment down below, click on subscribe, share these videos, try to get the word out as these 12 weeks go along. We're leading up to our big fundraiser, which is really just an awareness fundraiser. We're just trying to get the word out and start fundraising for these initial startup fees. So please help us get the word out. That's really important because the more people that'll be a part of this, the more we'll be able to do with it. All right, so let's get on to the second video, the who. The Homestead Project has 4 guiding principles with our community, and the first is providing quality of life. So a lot of us are coming from California, so we are kind of used to our freedoms being oppressed, and we want to get away from that. We'd like to be able to have better quality of life for ourselves and our families. We'd like to be able to own guns. We'd like to be able to do more within our community and not have so much overarching government and legislative things prohibiting us from doing that. So that is the first guiding principle with the Homestead Project. The second guiding principle is having a supportive lifestyle community of good people. And what that means is the people who are coming to be a part of this community, we are wanting to share our time, talent, money, everything into this community. We're purposefully and intentionally giving into this community. So we're not coming with any special agenda or anything like that. We're not coming and just kind of doing our own thing. We're really here specifically and intentionally to help build up this community and help the orphans. The third principle with the Homestead Project is having a self-sustaining community that gives more than it takes. So initially, we're going to be using more resources, but as we go along in the coming years, our goal is really to be as self-sustaining as possible. And what that means is environmentally, we'll be using solar and wind for energy, for instance. We're going to be, going by the principles of reduce, reuse, recycle. I just showed my age. And trying to get ourselves to a point where we're not as reliant on donations and goodwill from people. We really want to be as self-sustaining as possible so that eventually we can be giving more than we're taking, right? So that is the third principle. And the fourth principle is having a community that supports orphans to help build in them the desire to do good and to be good. This is obviously really important to us as we're trying to help older orphans especially, but any of their younger siblings. And I'll certainly get into that more as we go on in the coming weeks. Again, if you have any questions about these things, please comment down below and I'll be sure to try and answer them either down in the comment section or in the videos if I feel like it's something that will apply to everyone. The three groups of people three groups that people are coming from, I should say, there's 3 groups. There's the Hollywood entertainment professionals community. There's military veterans and their families. There are church ministry folks. So these are the 3 different groups. It certainly will expand as we get to know more people and their gifts and talents as well. But these are really the initial groups that people are coming from to be a part of this community. We're all coming from varying Christian denominations, Catholics, Protestants. We even have a Buddhist in there. So we're really just very respectful of each other's denominations and our belief in how we worship God. So I would just say, if you are so far really excited about this project and excited about the principles and of how we plan to be living, if this really hits home for you, I would just say there's a couple of things to be aware of. And one is that we're largely a Christian community and the school that we'll have is going to be God-centered. So not necessarily a Christian school, and the films that we're going to be making with the film studio are not going to necessarily be faith-based films, but just knowing that the people that are a part of this community and in the filmmaking community too, a lot of us are Christians. So you're going to have to be really respectful of that if you want to be a part of this community. A couple of things that we are not people coming with an agenda. So unless it's part of the principles that I've already mentioned, none of us are coming for ourselves. We're not coming to, having a personal agenda or vendetta or anything like that. We're all just coming together trying to do something good, and that's really it. We're not about who is within this community. So if there is somebody who's a little bit more well known, that should not be your reason for joining us. That's just not who we are. So it's really about these 4 guiding principles that we're living by and trying to live with Christian values. We're just really respectful of each other and wanting to love on each other and live with Christian values. So if these hit home for you, if you're like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing and I want to join in, how can I help? Hit me down in the comment section down below. I'd love to be able to talk with you directly and hear your story and just kind of see how you might be able to fit within our community and or partner with us on things in the future. So I'll be talking more about how this group of people fits in with the larger scope of the plan, and and all the other entities that are going to be part of the Homestead Project. So stay tuned for more videos as they come along over the next 12 weeks. Again, click like, subscribe, share these videos, get the word out, because as we get up to our big fundraiser, we need to raise as much money as we can for starting this up. All right, if you have any questions, hit me down below. Otherwise, God bless you. God love you. We'll talk soon.